Welcome to Pete and Jake's. I'm Jason Slover, and today we're going to be talking about an often asked question that we get on our phones, and it shows, how do I put together my kingpin kit? So what we've got today is I've got a part number 1039 kingpin kit. I've got one of our Super Bell spindles and also a Super Bell axle. So what we're going to start with first is we take our kingpin and we have what we refer to as a cup washer. We put the cup washer on the pin itself. The next item that goes on is the felt washer. So the felt washer will go on here. The felt washer is what keeps the grease from riding up the kingpin. Now when we look at the kingpin, we've got a groove cut in it. That lines up here with the hole that's in the axle. And then that's what allows us to put the keeper pin in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the spindle, slide it over the axle, and then we're going to drop the kingpin in. And once again, we want to try and line this up over on this side, so it makes it a little bit easier for us to put it in. Now in doing that, we get everything lined up, and the other thing that we want to put in is our bearing. When you notice a bearing, it has writing on top. Now you'll notice that USA. Everything that we do here at Pete and Jake's is US made. So we take the kingpin bearing, writing up, movable bearing on the bottom. That's where all your weight's going to be. So we slide that in here, and we drop the kingpin down. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to put in our alignment pin. So we'll take our alignment pin and we start to put it in, and we can move our spindle around to be able to find the right spot for that to go through. Now once we get that in there, the other item, and you'll notice here, I'll pull this back out and show you, it's got a groove in it, and that groove is what lines up, and it's on a taper. So whenever we put that in there, one of the things that we'll put on is we'll also put a lock nut. You'll see the lock nut here when it comes in on the back side. What the lock nut will do is it's also a steering stop. So it's not only a lock nut, it's a steering stop as well. Once these two go in place, then everything is set and aligned. Within the kingpin set will be shims. And you can put the shims in to keep any in-play that you may have on the spindle itself. In most cases with everything new, you don't need the shims, but if you've got a set of original spindles or an original axle, sometimes they have wear and you'll need those. Now the other option that we've got is we also offer an aluminum top. Now because the aluminum top is a little deeper up here, we do not use our cup washer. We will only use a felt washer. So we'll put the felt washer on by itself. Now that assembly drops through the axle. Once again, lining up the slot over here on the kingpin. And this will then, the lock pin will go through and lock everything in. So that's just kind of a quick rundown of how to put together a kingpin set.